So hello everyone, we are going to start with the remaining views. We were going through drafting and we have seen already model view, projected view, auxiliary view, detail view, and now we are going to go for standard view, section views and the other remaining views. So to start with, I'll select standard view here to call the part. Select the standard view, say browse, say open part. And now you can see all the three views, all the three standard views, front, top and right will directly appear here. So if we go with model view or projected view, views will appear one by one by dragging. But in standard view, all the views will directly appear here. The views means the standard views, front, top and side. Other than that, if you want to take the view, I'll go for projected view and again say projected one. Next we are going to see section view here. So to start with section view, I'll go with section option, and in section there are four options given here, that is vertical section, horizontal section, auxiliary section view, and the last one align section view. This align section view is not much used, but we will go through this view also. So to start with, I have selected vertical view here. I click on this dowel hole and then say OK. There are more three options given: notch, single offset and arc offset. We will see regular section view first, say it OK, and then drag the part where you want to place this one. If you want to flip the direction of this section view, see, you can flip the direction also here. So now you can see these arrows are flipped and we are seeing from left to right side. And if I again flip the direction, then we will visualize it from right to left. You can see the difference here. Say it OK. So a line is appearing showing the cut section referred as CC, and the section view CC by scale 1:1 is been appeared here. Next option we are going to see here is same vertical option but referring to all the three subtypes there. So I'll delete this section view here first. I'll call it little bit closer here and then go for the section view again. Select the vertical section and then go for the positioning of this line. As we drag the cursor, this action line will move along it. I'll keep it on this dowel and now I'll go for single offset. One blue dot will appear there, you can see here. One blue dot will appear. And suppose I want to cover this counter bore hole. So before coming to its center alignment or before starting the hole itself, the alignment of this dot I'll keep it in such a way that this hole will not intersect the alignment. I'll put it earlier only, say at this point, and then we will drag this offset line to take single offset and place it on this center of the counter bore. You can see the alignment I have taken a little bit earlier so that it should not get aligned with the circle's alignment. Say it OK. And now we have covered both the holes here, that is the dowel hole, this rectangular cutout as well as the counter bore hole. So it is like a zigzag cut, you can see. If you want to flip the direction, you can flip the direction. In both the direction, all the features will be shown here which were selected here. That is this rectangular cutout, dowel hole as well as the counter bore hole. Say it OK. So this was section DD by using single offset. Means a zigzag cut here. Next, again I'll delete this section view and then we will go for the notch type. For that I am going to refer this part here. Select the vertical section view only and place that section line on the countersunk center. Then go for the notch type instead of single offset. So I'll select the notch type in which we have to place 2 points. So I'll place this first point here and the second point here. And then we will provide the offset of the notch. Take it on the center flange. Say it OK. Again OK. Now this will show the section FF here. You can see it here. So as we have taken section line from the countersunks and center of the flanges, all the features are covered here. That is, it is showing the countersunk holes as well as the center of the flanges. So this was section view using notch command. Again we'll go for the section. Now we'll see horizontal type. So in horizontal type section view, we'll select this one as horizontal and say it OK. Again, if you want to exclude the fasteners, I'll say exclude fastener and then OK. Now the section of this fastener is not shown here. Only the section of flanges is shown. You can see here the fastener section is not shown. If I again delete view and go for the section asking for the section of the fasteners also, then select the point here, say it OK and put off this option that is exclude fasteners. Now the fastener centers or sections will also be shown here. You can see now hatching is being shown on these fasteners also, that is bolt and nut. Then say it OK. So now in this section view fasteners are also being shown. Next we will see the align section view. For that I am going to go on sheet number 2 and then go for the align section view or auxiliary section view. Select the auxiliary section. The only difference is it will be shown with the inclined references. So I can control the section here, or I can select the points required through which the section line should be gone and then say it OK. This auxiliary section will be shown here. So now the cutout is coming inclined as the references of the points we have taken were inclined. So this was auxiliary section. Again we will go for the auxiliary section. Select the section, select the auxiliary section type, and then I'll select this face here. I'll take this reference, the inclined face reference for the auxiliary section, and I'll pass it through this point only. Say it OK. And now this auxiliary section has been appeared here. If I want to flip the section, I'll flip and it will show whatever the cutouts coming in that particular section. Say it OK again. And you can see here this rectangular cutout is being shown on the auxiliary section. And now it is shown normal, so I can put up the values for the placement of this cutout also here. So if you want to take an auxiliary view which is not been properly shown in front, top and side, all the three standard views, then go for the auxiliary section. If you want to break the alignment, select and say alignment, go for break alignment, and then you can place it wherever you want. Say it OK. This is align section view here. Next we are going to go for sheet number 1 again. And now I'm going to delete the earlier section view we have taken, that was section F. Select the section view and say delete. Select the section view and go for half section view. So there are different orientations being given here, that is top side right, bottom side right, left side down and left side up. Similar will be these options that are top side left, bottom side left. Here it will show right side down and right side up. So you can select whichever reference you want to take. So I'll go for this option here. I'll take top side right here, and then you just need to select the center here. After clicking on the center, it will ask you whether you want to exclude or include the fasteners. I'll refer to include it, so I'll say it OK directly. And now this view has been appeared showing this quarter section only. Say it OK again. You can see this hatching is being shown here at the upper side. Suppose if I want to rotate and see how this quarterly section view has been shown, so I'll go for this option here, 3D drawing view. Select the 3D drawing view here, select the view, and then you can directly move the cursor and rotate the part to see the upper right section. So now you can refer this by putting up in this way. So this was the cut section which is shown here, the upper right cut section. You can rotate it and keep it as you want, or else I can place it to initial position by using this view orientation option. And now you can see, say it OK. So this view has been appeared here. Put off this option. Here is the section KK showing the half section view. We will see it one more time here. Again say section and go for the half section. I'll select this lower side here, bottom side left, and then select the center. Say OK. Go for rotate view, 3D rotate, and in 3D rotate you can rotate this and see the view here. So now the lower quarter half has been shown here. So these are half section view types. I'll go in view orientation and say bottom side, say OK. put off the 3D section view. It will orient it according to the section being taken, that is section LL, and this is section KK. You can also put the section view in a customized manner. For that, I'll go to sheet number 2. Now if you want to customize the section line and then put up the section view, then go for the sketch option, select the required line you want to put up there. So for that, I'll go on the sketch command, take the line command here. So I'll refer this hole here and then I'll cover this hole also. Then after putting up the line you want to cut as a section, go for drawing, and instead of directly selecting the section, first you need to select the sketch and then go for the section. Now this section is being shown covering both the holes here. Say it OK. So this was the section view in which you can customize the line and then go for the section view. The next one is align section, in which you can take 2 cutouts instead of 1. So first I'll select this cut from the first position and then I'll show this as a second position. So now my cut is going from this corner to the upper side and then again the second cut. Say it OK. And now you can see this cut is being shown, align section cut. So the length of this align section cut will come a little bit larger, as this cut is not a single cut but there are combination of 2 cuts, and that 2 cuts are been opened here. So this was the first one and the second one, and this was opened in this direction and then shown here parallel to this line. So this was align section cut. Next type of the view we are going to see here is remove section. Select the remove section command, and here you have to show 2 edges, the first edge and the opposite edge. So I'll select this first edge and this as the opposite edge, passing through the feature you want. Say OK. And now you can see here the section is being shown as a sliced section. So in slice section, the portion which is not having material will not be shown with the boundaries here. That's why it is showing blank, and this hatching will represent the material which is being present there. So these were the counter suns which are being shown here without having any borders, as it is a slice section view. You can also customize this remove section. I'll delete this section, again go for the remove section, again select the required lines, 2 opposite lines, and instead of going for automatic, I'll go for manual here. So in manual I can select the first point I require and then go for the second point. Say OK, and now it will show me the section cut in the form of slice only, but the orientation will be inclined here. Say it OK again, and now you can see I have selected these 2 points by manual selection, and here is the result showing slice cut. So this is remove section, alternate of section view. So the next type of view we are going to see here is broken out section. So to start with broken out section, select the command, and you just need to make a spline boundary around which you want to take this section of the part. So I will take this complete section under this boundary of a spline. As soon as you close this spline, here one message will appear asking for the depth option. How much depth you want to cut from this face so as to take this section of this part. So I'll put up the depth value here. I'll say it 58 mm. I'll say it 20 mm here, and then say preview. So now you can see here this yellow line or this portion plane, it will designate it is cutting the material till the depth of 20 mm. I kept the distance 20 mm here. It is because I just want to show this hole here. See, the whole distance from the side to center was 20 mm. That's why we have kept the depth as 20 mm. And here it is showing the section in that particular view only. But if we would have taken section view other than this broken out section, then this section would have been shown by adding one more view. Another time I want to take only this portion. Now I want to see this portion only. So again I will go for broken out section, make a close boundary with this spline. This spline will automatically come by the selection of that command. You just need to make a close profile there, and then it will ask for profile depth. So I'll show the depth here as 58 mm this time or 60 mm this time, and then preview it. So you can see here this was my spline boundary. So it will show only this much boundary there. You can see this yellow line preferring the section cut. It is also showing the internal feature of the cut which was taken here but was not visible from the upper side of the view. So that feature is also been covered here, as well as this cutout is also been covered. So you can take these broken out sections in the same view you want to show other than taking another view. Say it okay. I'll delete this and show it one more time. This time I'll call the projected view here. Now this time I want to show the internal cut which was being placed here on this part, but it is not visible in front view. So if I keep this part as a transparent, then it will show that internal cutout. You can see the rectangular cutout here. So I'll put off the transparency again and then go for broken out section. So whatever area I want to show in that particular section of the view, I just need to make around this symbol of that particular feature. This spline should be a close profile. Then it will ask for depth. So I'm knowing the depth of that cut from this face to this cutout was 58 mm. So I'll put up the depth here as 58 and then say OK. So here you can see this depth from this distance. I'll show it by annotation also. For that I'll make this transparent and then go for the dimension. Here the depth was 58 mm. That's why I've taken this depth as 58 mm so as to show the internal cutout. This was broken out section view. Next view we are going to see here is break view. So this break view is used to show the parts which are simple, not having much features but are bigger in length. So to understand this break view, I have one part. I'll call that part. Go in view palette, say browse, and I'll call this part here. So here this part I'll take front view first to show the cross section. So the cross section of that part you can see here is a U kind shape. But when I take this projection, the length of this part is given here as around 1000 to 1200 I think. So I'll measure this part first. So the length it is showing here as 1200 mm. It is a simple part only, having a simple cross section. But the thing is the length of this part is not suitable to adjust in this sheet. So for that only, if I change the scale also, suppose I say 1:2, then also it is not able to fit here. So to fit this part, I'll go for this break view, select the break view command, select the view required to break, and then it will ask you break line styles. You can see a straight, curve shape, zigzag. So I'll select the zigzag one. And it will ask you to position the first line. You have to position two lines here so as to break the part from two sides. So I'll put the position of the first line here and this position of the second line here. And it will also ask you the gap size. Now it is taking 10 mm. I'll say 5 mm only. Say it OK. Now you can see this cross section here showing the front view as well as the side view. The length is being shown. But this break view you can only take for the parts which does not have any mid features, which are in simple cross sections such as shaft or a particular simple plate for weldments. At that time you can go for this break view. But if a part having multiple features in mid also which are being hidden because of this section or break view, then it is not possible, then it is not valid to take that part for the break view. So this was break view here. I'll change the scale. I'll say it 1:1 only. After that also you can see the dimension. It will show 1200 only. The size will not change. It will remain same. But the adjustment of view is being changed according to the sheet size. So at whatever position I want to keep the zigzag lines, I can keep them and go for the break view. Next view we are going to cover here is crop view. For that it will ask you for the sketch first. So instead of directly going for crop view, we'll make one sketch, one close entity. I'll say corner rectangle. So one more thing you have to keep in mind that if you are going for crop view on any view and that particular view is related to another view types, then we cannot go for crop view at that view. It is because if I have taken detail, section, auxiliary, align section or any type of view from this particular cropping view, then it will reject the crop view option there. So I'll say crop view now. First select the sketch, same as for section we have done. Select the sketch first and then go for crop view. You cannot go directly for crop view and then select the sketch. The selection order should be such that first sketch should be selected and then go for crop view. And that particular view which was coming in rectangular drawing is been cropped here. Other than that, all the thing is removed here. And this crop view is not reversible, means we cannot undo this crop view. If you want to show that view again, you have to project that view by this projection option and then show it here again. But you cannot undo this option. Now I'll go for alternate view. So I'll select this alternate position view. Before that, I'll call one assembly, say browse by going view palette. And here we'll go for this bench wise assembly. I'll say V block assembly here. Say open. And here are the views of the V block assembly. So I'll call the front view first. Say scale as 1:1. I'll say it 1:1. Then go for the projected view and take the other views required. And now this isometric view, you can see this U-shaped part which is positioned at a particular distance from here. Now if I want to move this part little bit backwards, then I'll go for alternate position view. And here it will ask you for the configuration. Select the view and say OK. It will direct you to assembly. And now move component option will appear here, asking you to move this position of the particular part you require. So I'll move this position and place it here at back side and then say it OK again. And now you can see this part is been shown little bit backward with the hidden lines here, showing the alternative view position here. Now I'll move this part, the similar part in this view also here, little bit back side. So I'll go for alternate position, select the required view, say OK for the new configuration, and now take it little bit back side, say it OK again. And now you can see the alternate position of this particular same part being shown here in hidden lines. So you can show the change position here of any particular part in assemblies. For that only alternate position view option has been used. It is mostly used in fixtures so as to show open position and closed position of the particular fixtures. So this was alternate position view here. So these were the important views which we require in drafting of SolidWorks, that was model, projected, auxiliary and so on. So in another lecture we are going to start with dimensioning. Previous lectures we have seen the types of views and other formats of SolidWorks such as part modeling, assembly, sheet metal, assembly types, weldments, and now we are started with drafting. So if you want to check all those videos, you just follow the lectures shown in playlist of SolidWorks, and also subscribe the channel 4 Dimensions Infotech for the upcoming videos. Till then, thank you.